So let's look at these three things: positioning, system of delivery, and time on your hands. I want to buy your business. The first thing I'm asking is, so what do you do? And you say, I sell this. So do many people sell these tools. If you're trying to be everything to everyone, you're going to end up being nothing to anyone. And in that case, I've got the pricing power when I buy your business. Because if I don't buy you, I'll buy the person to the left or right or behind or in front of you. There are many like you out there. You need to decide what makes you special. And what makes you special is the group of customers that you've become familiar with, that you own. My next argument on pricing. Well, ma'am, you are the business. Without you there tomorrow, there is no business. Pricing power in my hands again. If you do not build a system of delivery, then you've not built a business. All you've gone and done is created a job for yourself. So if you're going to build a job, then rather go get a job. But if you're operating a business, make sure that you are not the business. System of delivery. The final thing then is when I look at your business to buy it, and I see that you've got good positioning, you've got a great system of delivery in place, I'm wondering why you want me to pay a premium. If you can show me that I will have the time to build the business I buy from you today to the next level, then I'm going to be paying premium for that. 3 key elements to a system of to an asset of value. 1 purpose behind an entrepreneurial endeavor. That's the destination we're heading to. Everything you do from now on should orientate towards that destination. It's not Mumbai, it's not Maputo, it's Hong Kong, and it's crystal clear in your minds. With that behind us, we can then start talking about networking. Okay, this image is a blur, deliberately so. And it's a blur because it's very, very fast-moving traffic on a very, very quick highway. Okay, when you look at this image over here, can you see there's a gap there? And there's a gap here. And there's a gap there, and there's a big gap there. In fact, there are quite a few gaps, aren't there, in that freeway? But I swear to you, when you are the pedestrian on the side of the road looking at that, it looks like a wall of cars. It's impossible to get through. Unless you are in that traffic flow, you don't see the gaps. Networking is what gets you there. Networking is what gets you into the traffic and removes you from being a pedestrian. Because there's some famous words around this, right? Someone once said, and no one is accredited with this, it's not what you know, but it's who you know. So a man called Emerson turned around and he said, if you build a better mousetrap, my son, the world will beat a path to your door. And who made money off that statement? Patent attorneys. Thousands of patents suddenly came to light. Was Emerson is understood to be the father, in many ways, of the word innovation. Innovation is where you do something that's already been done, either for a better price, or for the same price, you give more value to the client that's buying it. So innovation's constantly changing the market and pushing the environment. And at the same time, I will give you a list of inventors who have created some of the best products in the world that took their products, and as they lay there like this in the hearse, their products were in their top pocket. They never ever found market. So I disagree with Emerson, because I don't think that the best product or the best service ever wins the day. And I'll give you evidence of this. There are, I'm guessing, there are probably 100,000 professional singers that have a better voice than Madonna. But Madonna is the top earning female artist globally. So what does Madonna do? She's identified a niche of people that are looking for a particular kind of relief or message. And in her performances, she delivers them. She creates a look and a feel and a performance wherein which you don't even hear her voice. The fact that she has to use funny, amplified things to create a space-age voice, or whatever the case might be, is all part of the act. The story she tells behind what she does has captured the hearts and minds of millions of people. And then we've got Francine, who from the age of 2 went to music lessons. She built her vocal cords. She sings like a nightingale. She can find a pitch that will crack even that bottle on your table. And she works as an administrator in an insurance company somewhere. She's got the best product in the world, but she's nowhere with it. Let's get our message out there. The product, the service, whatever it is that you're offering. Because I've just said, right, that communication is important. Marketing is important. So we're going to use radio, we're going to use magazines, we're going to use newspapers. Let's just have a look at this here. So on 702, anytime from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., they never tell you exactly when. For a 30-second advert on John Robbie's show, you're paying 10,000 Rand. Radio is a very interesting media. The one thing it absolutely needs is frequency. One single ad never cuts it. You need them in quick succession over a period of a week. Well, we can't afford 702. Let's move on. If we have a look at Jacaranda, well, now we're talking 12,000 Rand. However you cut it, for 30 seconds of advertising, that's expensive for us and our limited resources. But my argument to you is it's reaching 1.5 million people, so why should you worry? Oh, by the way, this doesn't include the production cost. Okay, so maybe radio is not the right medium for us. Let's move on to press. Let's say it's debuilt. 44,000 Rand for a single insertion. That 30 by 6 is the size. Sunday Times, 190,000 Rand for a single insertion. But it's very wide read. It's a national paper. Okay, we can't afford that, so let's get into the magazines. Magazines are interesting because magazines allow you to focus even further on where you're positioning your product. Who exactly is that target market? Let's say it's a tech service, so we're going to go to Stuff Magazine. 14,850 Rand. For a flat, one-dimensional piece of advertising. Once off. Gets expensive, huh? So I'm going to tell you a story. If it's not about what you know, and rather who you know, I want to share a story with you that I personally had.